What's up, guys? Welcome to another video of Dev Talks with your host Travian, where we talk about everything engineering technology wise. And in this video, we got some new taxis out here. As you can see, they can fly. Without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And let's dive right in.
Picture hailing an Uber and lifting off in one of these. Tonight, NBC News given behind-the-scenes access to an American firm in a global race to launch commercial air taxis. The company, Joby, in partnership with Uber, has been testing and demonstrating around the world, including here in Dubai, in California, and in New York.
This is click a button and get a flight. This is bringing the magic of flight to our everyday lives.
So how will it work? A regular Uber will pick you up at your home or office and take you to a vertiport, where you'll board a taxi unlike any other. The cabin will be air-conditioned with 4 passenger seats, so you may find yourself ride-sharing. Joby says a ride will cost around the same as an Uber Black. Fully electric, the taxi can go 200 miles an hour and has been in development for 16 years. Roughly the size and weight of a large SUV, listen to how quiet it is as it takes off. That's crucial because they're about to start testing it over Dubai's densely populated area. We met their test pilot, who, in another life, put F-35s through their paces.
It's up there with the F-35 in terms of its responsiveness.
For the many who will worry about safety, he points to the aircraft's 6 propellers.
We can still perform our flights and deliver our customers to where they need to be safely, even if we have a failure.
At least 5 US cities are hoping to be pioneers after President Trump simplified the process by executive order. Here in Dubai, vertiports are already under construction. The city set to be the first to launch a full fare-paying service, Joby says, as soon as next year. Keir Simmons, NBC News.
This is insane. And the reason why I said this is insane and cool in different aspects, because one, I can get like city traffic, right, getting so insane you just want to take a helicopter ride, and it might be quicker. Because my favorite basketball player of all time, Kobe, he used to take a lot of helicopter rides, and he actually tragically passed away by doing so once. But he used to do that because of how busy his schedule was, and driving in LA, you can get stuck in traffic, you can be late. So to be able to get anywhere on time, he used to take helicopter rides all the time. And it made sense to do so. For me, I'm like, I told you, ever since that thing happened to Kobe, I haven't been on a helicopter ride. And then since then, we see so many people just dying in helicopters. It's not even funny. But I can see this being functional in some sense of, hey, an Uber comes and picks you up. If you have vertiports right close to your locations, then it makes sense. I'm trying to figure out how far would they be flying, and like what's the flight time, how many of these vertiports are they going to have, these helicopter ported locations, airport locations, how many are they going to have, what distance are they from? When you land to the next one, do you have to still get in another Uber to finish to your location because of how far it is? I think it all depends on what you're trying to do, and the itinerary, the traffic flow at the time. I don't see this in any suburban areas. I really don't see this being valuable in any suburban areas, unless you're trying to go from the city to the beach, maybe. Like, hey, if I wanted to go to one of the beaches, it only takes a few hours to get to there. Let's hop in a little helicopter for 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes, whatever, however long it's going to take, an hour, half the time. Who knows? You don't have to deal with any of the beach traffic in the summer. You just go, get in, land, and then you could just take it back off whenever, as long as they have other helicopters and stuff there. So yeah, I really think it's very extremely niche. So I don't see a lot of people jumping on this that quick. The only way that more people would be able to get into this is especially depending on how cost effective it is and how inexpensive it may be, or how inexpensive they can get the rides to be, because flying a helicopter is not cheap. The gas costs a lot, maintenance costs a lot, the pilots cost a lot. Pilots cost way more than an Uber driver. they have Uber drivers and Uber vehicles in tune with this. So this is definitely an upper class traveling system in a sense, and it's meant to only be for them to make it more convenient for upper class people to navigate. I don't see this as something that middle class or lower class people will be using. And so, and when I say lower class, I mean economically, um, financially, in a financial standpoint, right? Not saying that these people, whatever, but yeah, I just think it's extremely such a niche thing that it only serves a certain amount of people, and for the people who have the money to do so, maybe it's a little bit more inexpensive for these people, especially if it's ride sharing where you have to wait for other people to get there too before you can take off. Like, what happens if you're supposed to ride share and now you have to wait an extra 20 minutes for the other people to get there? There's a lot of time lag in a sense, and then would that make a difference of just riding through the traffic? There's a lot of things like this that come to my head on how it's going, especially since we don't have live demonstrations of it working and productionalized and things across that sort in any shape, form, or aspect. So it's just really hard to tell in that kind of standpoint. You guys get what I mean? It's just really hard to tell in that standpoint because we can't see it in action. At least for the robo taxis, right? We have Waymo, we see productionalized on how that works. We have Tesla's robo taxi in a sense before they come out with the Cybercab. So we already have some kind of context of how it's going to function and work in that sense. But for this one, introducing air travel, there's a lot more parameters that come into it, especially when you have to get Ubers to these airports and whatever. I wonder if you can walk into one and take one. That's another thing that I would have questions for. But that's up to, hey, if Joby or they want to speak with me and we have full fledged conversations. And if you guys want to see that, just let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see that, I will reach out to them. I'll try to see if we can have some kind of interview where we can talk furtherly on some of these topics and how it's exactly going to work. Like I said, there's a major safety thing. For me, I don't. It's hard for me to trust helicopters right now. But he did say if an engine goes out, it will still be able to fly with the 6 propellers. But I'm also curious, like, what if several comes out? When does it hit that limit of, hey, like it won't work if these engines go out or things like that? Do you have any backup systems and sense, or what's the safety thing in case it it doesn't work and it goes down? What are all these different solutions? What are your flight paths? You guys going straight over the city? You guys fly over water, go out, fly out around through the water, kind of like how planes do at sometimes, where they might not. If you're flying down the coast, it will just go out towards the coast and then it'll come back over land. Um, it's a lot of different things that I'm thinking about, like how long does take off. It's so much that we just don't know yet, but hopefully we get the answers for it. I think this is still an interesting topic and everything to see, and things that can possibly be here really soon in the future. So I wanted to cover it definitely because it is a kind of a newer take to this Ubering and Ubering around, and they've been partnered with Uber for a while now. So maybe they get partnered with Lyft too, and some other robo taxis. They probably get partnered with all of them, but they're starting with Uber now, and we'll see how it just grows for them and how that changes. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Also, if you have any suggestions, send me an email at devtalkspod@gmail.com. Without further ado, peace and see y'all next time.